Would you just ignore it and move on and be like, that's fine? Or would you address it like, hey, you have made this post about wanting friends or whatever it is. I don't know if it's a post, but like multiple times, and you've been asking for friends. I've continuously tried to show up for you and you're not giving me anything back. Do you just not want to be friends with me? Like, would you address it? I don't know if you would say it exactly like that, but
no.
Or
number, taking a name, if you coded the door, welcome to the game.
Take it away, Anna.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Dear Dilemma. We have a new anonymous submission that Brooke is going to read.
Yeah. So I know a person who always seeks validation on needing friendships, but when I write back or reach out, I get no response. It's like they are playing cry wolf. In fact, multiple people don't get any responses back. Am I being selfish or feeling I'm owed a response? Or should I feel okay that they don't respond even though they're asking for friends?
Ooh. I don't know. This is going to sound really rude, but it's giving victim a little bit. Like, woe is me, woe is my life. Like, I'm going to complain about not having friends and stuff, but then people try to reach out and then...
I would never want anyone to not have a friend, or if they're, they're making posts or whatever they're doing, and they're, whether it's a TikTok or whatever, and they're asking, like, I have no friends, what do I do? I want friends, and blah, blah, blah. I would reach out and be like, hey, like,
yeah,
I know we may not know each other super close, but I would never, don't feel like that, or, even just writing, you don't have to hang out. Like, we could be pen pals. Like, I would never want anyone to feel like that. So for whoever...
Yeah, it sucks that they're not getting that response back, though. Yeah. Like, they're trying to reach out and say, like, hey, I'm here for you, like
and
you
then
said.
You get nothing.
And then you get nothing. It's just radio silence. It's like, okay, am I not good enough to be your friend?
Well, and if it's not just you, like, it would be different if it was just, like, I don't know, we'll say, for example, if they wrote, like, a Facebook post and you commented and you're like, hey, you don't feel like that, like, email me anytime or write me back, whatever, message me back anytime, and you weren't getting a comment back or anything, that's one thing. But if, like they're saying multiple people don't get, so, like, are they making a post and multiple people are like, don't feel like that, and then no one is getting, not even a like, that would kind of be, and multiple times, that would kind of make me mad.
Because especially if you were reaching out multiple times, like you said, and not getting any response, like that's, so it makes me wonder, like, are they just doing that to get attention because they need to feel validated, but then they're not carrying through with the actual request of, like, these people show interest in me or, like, being my friend, and I just don't actually want friends, I just want attention.
Then go on, like, a website chat room.
Like chat room or something.
Yeah, if you're like... Because at that point, you're wasting people's time, or maybe it's people are concerned about you if that's the thing. And it's like, hey, wait a second. Or maybe someone is your friend, and then you're like, wait, I thought we were friends. Do I mean nothing to you? Like, what the heck?
Well, yeah, and then it makes the person that's responding and consistently like, oh my gosh, like, I'd love to be your friend. And then
Let's
they don't
hang out. And then you never...
like, okay, am I not good enough? Like, what's wrong with me? Why don't you want to be my friend? I'm trying to be nice and be your friend because you're asking for it, but then you don't want to follow through with it?
Yeah. I would kind of be upset. I mean, how would you feel if
I think
that
I
was
would,
you?
Yeah, I would be upset, and I would feel a little bit like they're trying to do it to play victim or to get attention. Yeah. And maybe that's maybe that's the wrong perspective that I'm thinking that, but just from what I'm hearing,
we don't always get the full story when things are written, and we get just, like, obviously what I just read, a little snippet. So we don't know the full story of and how long this has been known each other or how long it's been going on. But yeah.
And the benefit of the doubt there could be like, okay, maybe this person is continuing to respond, but then the person that made the original post or whatever it is, the person asking for friends or validation, is maybe messaging people separately. Like, maybe that person is responding, but it's private. So this person can't see. So that's the only benefit of the doubt that I want to throw out there is, like, maybe you're not getting a response from this person, but maybe it doesn't mean that not everybody's getting a response. Like, maybe
they're picking and choosing on who they want to be friends with, and maybe you're just not the one. Which also
sucks.
I don't know. I feel like if that was me and I was continuing to reach out and I'm not getting a response, it would irritate me or make me mad, but I think I would just back off and be like, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, well, that's
maybe I'm not the connection that they wanted. Maybe I'm not that friend that they need. Because not everyone is, what is it? I'm not everyone's
cup of tea. Yeah.
We sure
You're
know
my
that
cup
I'm-
of tea,
We
though.
sure know that I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And, that's okay.
That is okay.
Learn to accept that. You either like me or you don't.
I do wonder though, so kind of piggybacking off of that, would you just ignore it and move on and be like, that's fine, or would you address it like, hey, you have made
Ooh.
this post about wanting friends or whatever it is. I don't know if it's a post, but like multiple times, and you've been asking for friends. I've continuously tried to show up for you and you're not giving me anything back. Do you just not want to be friends with me? Like, would you address it? I don't know if you would say it exactly like that, but
No.
or would you just move
I think
on?
it would depend on how close I would know them, I guess. Like, if it's just somebody that you're just Facebook friends with, or like someone you just know on TikTok or something, and where you don't really know them, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't, because it's just like whatever. But if like I've known you from like high school, school, college, into adult life, like I know you, like we're not friends, like we're not obviously close, but like I know, like
Acquaintances,
we
yeah.
have longer history, then yeah, I would be like, yo, what the heck?
What's wrong with you? Like,
Why are you not, like, what, are you good?
like on post 5, would you just call them out in the comments and be like, I've offered to be
I'm
your
different
friend
now,
like
Hannah.
4 times.
I'm different. I'm different.
No, I'm just saying in general,
yes,
because I
in
would
the
be
past.
tempted to.
Yeah.
It would almost bring that little petty side of me out where I'd
This
want to
is
be
where
like,
I say, do I want to be Holy Brook or Petty Brook? Because she's still in there. And she comes out, and then you got to stop yourself where you're just like, is it even worth it? Because
Yeah.
then that could cause... And I would never want anyone to then speak bad on me about that,
because you're, because it is ultimately
I'm
that
just a little bit
person's
more involved.
decision if they want to be your friend or not.
That is true. That is their decision, but I don't know, because then like I've never had that, so I've never like been in that situation, so I can't be like, oh well, I messaged them and then they never. What if they just never respond to your message?
Well, that's
and then
true,
you
too.
really know, and then at
Then
that
you really
point,
feel stupid.
They're getting deleted because again, people
Yeah.
we've seen the episodes. What do? Block and delete. You're out of my life.
Yeah, you
Go
Scorpio.
find friend. I try, guys. I try, but it's just in me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think then I would be like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I would probably first privately message and be like, hey,
Yeah.
or whatever. If you're on TikTok and this is happening, and we don't know, or Instagram, whatever. But to put it in the comments, I don't know, because then people might be like, well, dang, she's rude. Like,
Yeah. It might look bad on you for sure.
I don't know. What would you do? Hannah would call them out in the comments. I don't think you
No,
would, though.
I wouldn't. As much as I want
I
to
think
try to
you
pretend like I
probably
would.
text me and be like, "This is so annoying," and I'm like, "You're right, it is."
Yeah.
I would do the same
for
to you.
sure do that, and then I would probably, after like responding to this person, maybe their first couple posts about it and being like, hey, I'm so sorry you feel that way, like I'm here for you or whatever. I would do that like twice, and if they don't respond or like it or try to initiate any conversation, I'd be like, okay, bye. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have the time or the energy to continue
Yeah,
to
like I don't want you
try
to do
validate
anything
somebody.
bad. I don't want you to get really negative and really feel lonely. I would never want
Yeah.
anyone to feel like that. So whether I know you really well or not, I'm going to try to reach out and be like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
Like, don't.
But you can only do so much. You can only just you extend the hand, but they have to be able
Yeah.
to take the offer.
And maybe they don't respond right away, and maybe they're taking that as like give them time. They don't know you, and that's another awkward, like, how do you become, it's different, like, if you work with someone
True.
or, like, you go to church with someone, and that's how you kind of, you don't really know them, but you see them all the time, and then you kind of bond that way.
Yeah.
But if you don't know them at all, really, and you're just kind of, like, maybe
they really
someone you
mean
knew from
it?
high school, but you didn't really know them, and then...
And what if it is one of those situations where it's somebody that's like from back in the day, but you were like different? You were a different person then.
The way I would like to apologize to so many people.
You were not.
You didn't know me in high school.
Well, that's true. I didn't
knew
know
me
you.
in
Were
middle
you
school.
mean? Were you mean, girl?
No, maybe to some, I always try to be nice to everyone, whether you were popular or you were not popular at all.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, this is really bad, but this is America. In my mind, if anyone was going to come into that school and shoot somebody or shoot up the school, I would hope that I was nice enough that they would spare my life.
Do you know what?
Or I
That's
would
why I'm
prevent
always-
them from doing something because you just need that one
The one person. We must have like heard that on the same show or
Hannah
something.
and I get told all the time that we're twins.
Yeah.
Or sisters. We're
Yeah.
twins.
Do you know my sister-in-law texted me and was like, you guys really look alike and sound alike? And I said, we get that all the time. People think we're sisters. I don't know.
I finally found my birth parents.
My parents are really your parents and your parents are really my parents. Oh my gosh.
We were switched at birth. No, but yes, I will say people do change, I think. I mean, I'm still funny like I was.
Yeah.
I hope.
I think.
I mean, I've heard moms that are like, girl, you haven't changed since high school. And I'm like, thanks. Is that like my looks? Like, do I still look young? My attitude? But like, I do think, yeah, I'm nicer. Like, I'm not as petty anymore. Or I'm like, I'm not going to go at somebody like that and comment. I'd rather like talk it out with a friend and be like, am I the problem or should I? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think
I like to say sleep on it. Take a few days.
I love that because I think people are too quick to probably make decisions.
Recently, I wanted to be petty and call somebody out that had spoke on my name. And I had to text some people and I was like, what do I do? And they were like, you need to sleep on it. And I was like, I got about 3 days till I see them again. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm deciding. I still haven't decided. But no, I think sometimes it's just better to.
It is. It's hard when things like upset you so much or you get like emotionally invested in
like
something
that. I don't
like
know
that. She's probably emotionally invested in it and then it makes her feel bad because she's like, well, I'm trying, I'm trying to be your friend.
But you're not giving anything, which would then you're wasting your energy and time.
Yeah.
But then again, it could go back to where they're not getting that response and then they do and then that takes just that one person. They could be in a very lonely spot and maybe they don't know how to respond to the feedback that they're getting or maybe they don't believe in it. Like maybe they've had a bad past where like they've had girls or men that have reached out and they're like, yeah, let's hang out, and then it's gone bad and so
maybe they shut down to it.
Yeah.
Well, my advice is I would definitely maybe do, however you feel like your emotional bandwidth is. Like, if you feel like you can try to comment or message the person privately.
Sorry, we always say her.
We do say her a lot.
We're
I'm
girls.
sorry.
We got it. We're working on that. We don't know.
But
think it
message
said
the
it.
person another time and really just put yourself out there if you feel like that's what you need to do.
Or if you want to be done, be done.
Right. If you're done, if you're kind of
Snooze
maxed
'em.
out.
If you're on Facebook, snooze them. If you're on, no, you can't do that on like Instagram or TikTok.
I think you can unfollow them. Or
Yeah, you can.
like privately unfollow
or just
them
unfollow
or whatever.
them.
I
Or
don't know.
unfriend them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're tired of seeing it, I do that. I snooze people left and right. Tired of seeing it.
Yeah. I think it's fair. So
It can only take so much.
that's right. I hope the best for you,
Yeah.
though, in the situation.
person.
Yes. And I hope that both can find the avenues that they need in order to move forward with friendship in general.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
At Dear Dilemma Official.